Imagine standing outside in a Category 5 hurricane. Traditional survival logic says you find the heaviest, most solidly anchored object, tie yourself to it, and just wait for the storm to pass.
Right, but what if the ground itself is blowing away?
Exactly. And that is exactly what we are looking at today in this deep dive into the July 4, 2026 simulation logs from Team AI Lab. Our mission here is to observe two radically different AI strategies trying to survive a market environment that honestly seems to have completely abandoned the laws of physics.
Yeah, and before we go any further, it is critical we establish the parameters for you, the listener. We are looking at a pure, cold observation log of algorithmic behaviors in a laboratory setting. So to be completely clear, this is absolutely not investment advice.
Right, we aren't telling you what to buy or sell.
Exactly. We are simply acting as scientists watching these algorithms navigate a severe anomaly.
So the story in these logs is really a clash of two survival philosophies. First, you have the mountain climbers. These are algorithms programmed to detect equilibrium.
Yeah, mechanically, they are constantly searching for a quiet, mathematically fixed point to anchor their positions.
Right. But opposing them are the wave riders, and they don't want a fixed point at all. Their logic actively tracks surging momentum. It's like they are building a windsurf board right in the middle of the hurricane, constantly adjusting their sails to match the sheer violent force of the wind.
Which brings us to the actual anomaly in today's market. I mean, standard indices like the Nikkei 225 and TOPIX are volatile right now, sure, but the data reveals an environment where traditional logic is completely failing. Stillness is literally being punished.
Oh, you aren't kidding. The mountain climbers who are hammering their anchors into shifting ground are getting absolutely demolished.
Yeah, their numbers are rough.
Seriously rough. Their total season score is sitting at a painful negative 10.5 points. They're actually trailing the Nikkei by 0.4 and TOPIX by 0.6. But the wave riders, they are dominating with a staggering positive 74.3 total season points.
Wow, that's huge.
Yeah, they're beating the indices by over 4 points. So mechanically, why is this gap so massive?
Well, it is because the underlying rules of the market have shifted. A mountain climber algorithm assumes that after a wild swing, an asset will revert to a mean, a baseline.
Right, that makes sense in normal conditions.
Exactly. But right now, there is no mean. The wave just keeps pushing. The wave riders succeed because their code doesn't look for a baseline. It simply measures the velocity of the current trend and aligns with it.
Okay, so how are these algorithms adjusting on the fly? Because the logs track daily drafts, what Team AI Lab calls new talent, being deployed to test new logic, versus the main force, which are the active units already fighting the storm. I noticed the struggling mountain climbers drafted one new unit for their 10-session roster.
So a 10-session roster simply means an algorithm has a fixed 10-day life cycle to enter the market, execute its trades, and exit.
Got it.
The climbers are desperate, throwing in new talent to see if a tweaked equation can finally find solid ground. Meanwhile, the wave riders drafted 0 new units. They are letting their main force simply ride the momentum.
But wait, looking at the main force data, even with the mountain climbers getting battered overall, 6 out of their 12 active units are miraculously holding positive points.
They're basically lighthouses in the dark.
Exactly.
And that is the most fascinating data point in the log. While 11 out of 14 wave riders are thriving, which we kind of expect, those 6 surviving mountain climbers prove that even in pure chaos, a hyper-specialized equilibrium can occasionally be found.
I do need to push back on the wave riders' dominance, though, because their 10-session exit logs make 0 sense to me. When an algorithm reaches the end of its 10-day tracking protocol, it is forced to liquidate and finalize its score, right?
Yes, exactly.
Well, the mountain climbers' exiting units in information and communication actually finalized in the green, at positive 2.1 points.
Yeah.
But the dominant wave riders, their exiting units across glass and ceramics, services, machinery, and precision, they actually dipped to negative 2.2 points. If they are crushing the season, why are they bleeding points the exact moment they have to cash out?
You have to think about the mechanics of chasing momentum. A wave rider algorithm is designed to buy into an upward surge.
Right.
But if it's forced to liquidate strictly because its 10-day timer ran out, it might be forced to sell right at the chaotic peak of a trend reversal. Riding the wave is profitable overall, but momentum chasing inherently risks buying high right before an arbitrary exit deadline.
Oh, I see. So the timing hurts them.
Precisely. The mountain climbers, by seeking stability, found a quieter, albeit rare, pocket of the market that held its value steadily through the exit window.
So where does this leave Team AI Lab? I mean, if you're running the mountain climbers, do you just scrap the whole code?
No, not at all. From a research perspective, these harsh numbers are not a defeat. In machine learning, a severe negative result is just cold, forward-looking observation data. You map these failures to understand exactly how market physics change during a storm. This is how you prepare the algorithm for the next victory.
Which leaves you, the listener, with something entirely new to consider. If we are training these algorithms to become ultra-resilient survivalists in a Category 5 hurricane, what happens to their neural networks when the storm finally ends?
That is the real question.
Right. Do they become so over-adapted to chaos that they lose the ability to function in a boring, sunny market? We'll definitely have to keep tracking the data to find out. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, check the video description, and subscribe to the Team AI Lab Substack at teamailab.substack.com for deeper ongoing analytical data.